Here we are given a basic figure of a parallelogram. Now the minute you hear the word parallelogram, you should remember opposite sides parallel and opposite sides equal. Now whether you use that result or not, keep that information in mind. Now we have a construction to make. What is it? There is a line passing through the vertex D. And what does this line do? It meets BA produced at E. Now remember, it is not AB produced. If it is AB, then the line will go in this direction. But it is BA produced, then what does it do? It meets it at the point E. And then what does this part do? It meets BC. Remember, not CB. BC produced, it meets it at the point F. Now you have to prove that such a ratio is true. Now what we have to prove is that ratio of these line segments are equal to one another. How will we prove that? We will consider them to be sides of a triangle and we will prove the similarity of those triangles. Now tell me, how will a triangle which has these three vertices look like? D and A and E. How will it look like? There. This is the triangle that we are talking about, our first triangle. And tell me, how will a triangle which has the vertices, these vertices, an F, a B and a E, how will that triangle look like? It is this big triangle, the whole picture that we have here, that will be our second triangle. And the third triangle, how will it look? It should have all the three vertices, FCD. So this is the third triangle that we are looking for. We have to prove that all the three of them are similar to one another. How will we do that? We will fix one. I'll take the biggest one. We will fix one and we will prove that the other two are similar to the same triangle. If both of them are similar to the same triangle, then it means all the three are similar. So let us start proving the first result that we need. So this is the first part of our proof. We have to prove that this small triangle 1 and this huge triangle, they are similar to one another. So we don't need this partition here. So I will get rid of this. So this is what we need to prove. Now at the first side itself, what can you see? You have a common angle E. Angle E is common. Now to prove congruency, what do you have to do? You have to get at the most two equal angles. We are already there. We have got one. You remember what I told you? It is a parallelogram. Now if EB acts as a transversal, then this line here, if this is 1 and this is 2, they are equal. Why is that? They are both corresponding angles. So AD is parallel to FB and EB acts as a transversal. So you have angle 1 is equal to angle 2 because they are corresponding angles. So what do we see here? We have got our two angles. So when you write the names of the similar triangles, be very careful. The corresponding angles should be same. Now randomly, the first one you can choose whatever way you want. I have just taken it as AED. The first one, write whatever you want. But in the second one, be careful. Where you see the angle A, there you should put its equal angle. Where you see A, you put B. And where you see E, put E, because they are the same, right? They are the common angle. And where you see D, you put F. It is not FBE, it is BEF. Write the correct form. So this is how the similarity looks. Once you prove they are similar, what follows? The ratio of their sides are equal, corresponding sides. First side here, first side here. Second side here and the second side there, and then what? The third side, the third side. So this is how your the ratios look like. Now do we have our result? In the result we have the sides of the same triangle in a fraction. And what are those sides? We have an AD and we have an AE. So what we will do is we will get rid of this ratio in the middle. We don't need it. And then what we will do? We will cross multiply so that we have AD or DA. We have that in the numerator, AE in the denominator, and this BF. Obviously if you cross multiply, this goes up. We have BF by BE. It is all the same. The ratios you just cross multiply, then we get the same the sides of the same triangle in one side. So we have got one part of our result. Now we go on to the second similarity, and it is going to be the same way. Now let us repeat all the same steps here, but now we have to prove that this small triangle and the whole triangle are similar. So we don't need this division. We will get rid of it so that you can visualize it better. And what is the first thing that you notice here? This small triangle and this big triangle have the same common angle, which is angle F. So we have got one equal angle, and then you remember what I said? These two, it is the size of a parallelogram, so they are parallel to each other. If you consider FB as the transversal, you will see that these two angles are what? They are corresponding angles, so they are also equal. So good news, we have got two equal angles, and you can apply the AA criterion. But then, as we always say, be very careful when you write the similarity. Angle F, same angle F. Angle D, the same angle would be angle E. So here you write E, and where you see C, you write B. So these are the two similar triangles. So once the similarity is proved, what do we do? First side here, just write them in order. That is why the name is important, so that you get your ratios in order. But then, is that our result? Look at the second part of the result. What are we dealing with? We are dealing with an FB here, a BE here. So that means what? You can get rid of this, and then to get the same result, what do we have to prove? We have to get this FB on the top. So if we take FB on the top, then EB down, then FC by this one, CD comes down. Just cross multiply. Put FB here. Now do we have our result? See? Combining 1 and 2, what do you see? So when we compare these two equations, we see that the RHS of the first equation and the LHS of the second equation are same, because they are both the size of the bigger triangle with which we connected the other two smaller triangles, right? So we have got our result. This is the result that we were looking for. Till I meet you again, you take care. Assalamu alaikum.